Our largest production in a year was just under 12 million gallons. We can do about 85,000 gallons a day.
Today, we're going backstage to one of California's most iconic ice cream brands, Thrifty Ice Cream. I'm stepping into the production facility here in Monte to meet the people that make it all happen.
My name's Tim Briggs. I've worked here about 38 years and I've worked my way through all of the different departments, and I now work for the QA department. Been in this department for about 20 years and have enjoyed it immensely. So it was Thrifty Drugs, and Thrifty Drugs decided that they wanted to develop some ice cream to bring customers into Thrifty Drugs. So the Boren brothers decided to buy an ice cream facility, and it started in Hollywood back in 1940. It got so popular that they built this facility in 1976, and we've been here ever since, delivering to the drugstores until last year.
Why did the drugstore decide to start making ice cream in the first place?
Yeah, because they were trying to draw business into the store, and actually it was kind of considered a lost loser. So they really weren't making ice cream to sell it as a profit. It was more just to make it for customers to come into the store and stay longer.
Do you know what the price was of an original scoop back in the day?
Well, people say it was a nickel. I wasn't around then, but I have to assume it started at a nickel. We do have some old cartons of half gallons, and I think the least expensive one was like 85 cents a half gallon. Thrifty Drug was in California, Arizona, and Nevada, and then early 90s, Payless, which was in Oregon and Washington, bought Thrifty Drug, so it was called Thrifty Payless, and they closed all of Nevada and Arizona. We got a couple of large wholesale accounts. One of those wholesale accounts also delivers down to Mexico, and they are still purchasing from us now. So you can find our ice cream all over. We are up in Oregon, a couple of areas, but all over California and Central California, and a lot of grocery stores now.
How large is this facility?
It's about 50,000 square feet. It's fairly small when people come in and see how big it is. We're the only Thrifty ice cream plant.
How many employees work at this plant?
We have approximately 100. During the summer, we'll hire extras. So we do 2 10-hour shifts of production, and then in between we have a cleanup crew that cleans the whole production facility.
If you're enjoying these interviews, please remember to like and subscribe.
So every day we're making ice cream for the demand of sales. We know like weekly what we need to order for the next week. The only time we run low is because of the supplier has some issues, or they have an issue with their supplier bringing in that product. We start out with a tanker of milk, the cream that comes to our facility. We have to unload that. Then we have a room, we call it our mix room, that's added sugar, whey powder, water, of course, and then stabilizer that keeps it together. From there, we pasteurize it and then store it in our tanks until we need to use it. From there, we pull that up, we color it, we flavor it, and then we send it through the freezer and add ingredients. From there, it's packaged into a container, and then it's stored in our freezer, which is -18. Then it's shipped into trucks on pallets, and they're also at -18. So we try to keep that temperature as low as possible. That way it keeps the integrity of the ice cream. We have just under 50 flavors. Just for vanilla alone, we probably have 10 different ones. Could be a vanilla yogurt, could be 10%, could be 12%, could be 14%. That's just the vanillas. And then we have our other assorted flavors. I would say that our chocolate malted crunch is our signature flavor. If we stop making that one, we might as well close our doors. Some of the others like Rocky Road, butter pecan, cherry chip, those are all up in the higher selling point. There are some that are low. We look at those yearly to develop or discontinue. We want to evaluate the sales and then go through, and we would say that we would look at this year at developing new flavors for next year. And we'll let our customers know that way they can anticipate new flavors coming out. Right now we're working on some for next year.
You can't say that.
No.
That's okay.
But they are some, if you look online, they're asking for them. We may be bringing back some older flavors. I can say that like cherry chip, circus animal, those two were on the web right away, people asking for it.
Where do people find these unique flavors? Where do they get those?
Well, we are anticipating that, and we are telling our stores those flavors will be coming up so they can order those, and the customers will be able to find those. A lot of customers will email in or ask ask if those flavors are out, and we're able to actually tell them where to find them. I've tried every single flavor, and some that we haven't produced. Yeah, I have to. So we need pretty much a lot of involvement when I make the flavors, and we'll sit down in the lab here and evaluate those flavors to say yes, no, or we can improve it by adding this. But it's a group effort. We kind of know what our customers like, and not everybody likes just vanilla, but there are some people that only like vanilla. We try to develop flavors that meet everybody's needs, wants. That's key, because when you're developing flavors, you have to have an open mind. You can't be too opinionated on certain flavors, saying I don't like that. You have to be open and be mindful of the customer. Yes, everybody likes vanilla, but some people want to have their rainbow sherbet only. In developing flavors, we have a lot of suppliers that are great at supporting us, and that's how we've come up with cotton candy or circus animal. Even malt crunch, I'm sure, came from one of our suppliers, and we put those items together and see if it works before we put that out to the public. But as far as freezing and running the machinery, there's not a lot of computers involved. It's a lot of artisan, so they know what the ice cream is supposed to look like and taste like. There have been some odd flavors that have been presented to us. There hasn't been too many odd flavors that we sold to the public. The one that comes to my mind is a beef flavored ice cream. Quite a few years ago, one of our ex-GMs went to a golf tournament and they lost the competition. He said, we'll make whatever flavor you want, and they suggested a beef flavor. So one of our suppliers gave us a couple of flavors that I made, put it in a 3-gallon can. One was better than the other, and so we shipped that to them. And I told them if they like it, throw some A1 sauce on that and enjoy.
So you tried it.
Yeah.
How did it taste like beef?
It did taste like beef, but it tasted like the meat you get stuck in your teeth. That's what it tasted like. It was okay.
Why does Thrifty Ice Cream have that famous cylinder scoop?
Well, it's mainly to have a portion size that's always the same. A lot of times you go to ice cream dipping and they could give you a small scoop, a large scoop, because they're usually scraping it and making it round. Ours, you just stick it in, give it a little twist, and it's the same size every time, and it's easy to stack. So if you want a double or a triple, it's very easy to make that happen. I would say that Thrifty Ice Cream is a family brand. Ice cream's a feel-good food. When they've eaten our ice cream, they will automatically think of times when they were a young child. So it does bring a lot of feelings back. Like I said, our flavor is still the same as it was back in '76 when we first started here. So those folks that are still around, it brings back memories, and we're trying to develop that with the younger generation. We try not to change much here at all. In fact, if a new supplier wants to come in, we will give them a sample of what we're using so they can make the same exact thing, because our customers know right away if we're going to be changing something. Now, it could be their interpretation or their perception of something that changed, but we reassure them that nothing's changed. The main thing that's changed through the years is a lot of more food safety, and so it's more paperwork. We have to keep track of all of the lot numbers of what products are going into what flavors. In case there's an event where there is a recall, we know where that ice cream went, and we can pull that back and let the customers know that there is something wrong with a certain lot. But the process of making the ice cream really hasn't changed. It's more of the food safety side. Well, my favorite flavor is black cherry. I could eat that forever. We got great cherries from Oregon. They've been making our cherries forever. If it's possible, I see us starting some hand dip stores. People like to take their family and come and be served. So that would be something that I think would benefit us. Either that or people that want to start a hand dip store with Thrifty Ice Cream. And then the other would be just getting our ice cream into other states. And I think every employee here is proud to be part of Thrifty Ice Cream. We are our own company now, which we're proud of. So our destiny is in our own hands. We have not changed anything for a price. We keep our ice cream the same as it has been since 1976. We want to prove that to people that they can count on us to bring them their Thrifty Ice Cream.
What's your favorite flavor? Let me know in the comments. I love supporting small businesses and sharing their stories. Go show them some love. Their info's in the description below. If I've earned your support, please consider subscribing. Drop a comment if you know a small business with a story worth sharing. In the meantime, check out one of these videos, or this one, to learn a bit more about me. See you in the next one.